are too forcing. Were you not the person who could not draw down on the CDB loan? Were you not the one who could not implement successfully the IMF facility that disbursement seized? Are you not the same person? Yes, I tell you on authority that during your time, you could not successfully implement the IMF deal. Sit down. Mr. Speaker, this is the same Atu Force who today want to create a certain impression about the finance minister.
All right, micro minority leader Alexander Kwamena Afenyo Markin no. What Kaiser statement no. Oh yeah, Abra no yeah majority leader. According to him, he was the majority leader. Until that time no, not the finance minister then. Yen touch no. O kana sema oba attack o. Finance minister pacha mo ka papa na ene wo biana kwata na America say o maga nti say what America say odi aduru. But that time no, our current finance minister ato forcing a punchy holes at the chair finance minister no they may be a course in the system according to the current finance minister no among we ni no omantie twabo finance minister ne utie ya kaya ato is that not you in 7 days brofa kasa for your market new opportunity obe kasa Afenyo Markin you be a sure say na Ghana for no penasem. Because looking at how na Ghana for tabo Afenyo Markin. Be do baby na papa na say or shift we be anyone want to say he was skipping off the road but now catch and say papa tobo bo break. Also want to say why is aboronye this no. Aboronye so near car o break kura on pe car tifiri ada the pong o stop and stop it. But for the first time in the last 3 or 4 years, I'm at this year, Kwamena Afenyo Markin, Kenyan Sasem. In fact, the text statement will be bombing say my papa. Say, papa, saying this and kawaye. Me also we are doing we na Ghana for Dodonano. Ebe who's a sebe, BBI a clear scratches via any baby. Now we are my politics, no, Eddie when him kind too much. Afenyo Markin say honorable man for honorable for the first time I made the honorable person in because and sema papa ya ka me maso atibi amani so hu bi de enyansasem o se Ghana for dodo na ayese school ko me pe masters me PhD na mum ade ye ne sa no dwuma de Ghana ni mpe enti enne otisi Ghana upobi oye Ethiopia oye Togoni upobi obo roofing sheet so a Nigeria ni upobi ototai sa e Burkina Faso ni o se Ghana ni ne de isim se ade efe na dwuma ne de enka ye ho according to honorable Alexander Kwamena Afenyo Markin.
I would conclude by saying that in Ghana today, a lot of the youth who are well skilled in vocational training from Nigeria, from Togo, from Burkina are the ones at all construction sites. So government will say I've created say 500,000 jobs. But those jobs, are they jobs that Ghanaians are doing? No. Each one of us here, let's go to all the construction sites. You want a mason, Togolese. You want a carpenter, Nigerian. You want a steel bender, Togolese. Those who do POP, tile laying. Mr. Speaker, there's a huge job opportunity there. But because our people have not been trained in that area of skill, all of them are chasing masters, BSc, BA. That space has gone to others who are foreigners, and our people are now complaining. One day that they will say choboy on us, we may not have anywhere to hide. So, Mr. Speaker, I conclude by urging upon the respected Minister of Education, who was once upon a time a leader of this house, to take this contribution from Honorable Collins Dauda and my good self on board and enact a policy out of these views aimed at addressing technical education.
All right, enti asemo me say ensema papa ikan ye die me ne ya adwen 100% 100% ena me ne ya adwen Ghana this time na ho no. I say job creation ya ade a aban ni nya me ntimi nka say NDC NPP. Asa mo yin fail Ghana for no. But it seems to say na say Ghana ni ne ti ase say DNA fe na adwuma no Ghana ni no enti sa ade na say. But sa woka say uko blemi aban nko anso enye ye. Hwe so obi wo Ghana uko GHS ese uko SS free education obi e shift ko. O free SS na university free ene ye de ko ho. O wi university na onya adwuma o. Ghana ni be ko university first degree onya adwuma na o pursue masters. O wi masters na o ko PhD. That is the trend. Enti amate adwuma ye insano adwuma na de ayera free the system no. Nobody seems to be talking about it. And I think that this is a very good call because my no me say some one abokan no kore. Ene Ghana obi oye POP bia na fe na Ghana for nisua dey I have no idea, but I can tell you on authority a factual say POP for hu omo Ghana no dodo na e Togo for nipa omo ye POP o Ghana no dodo na no e Togo for ye pe that is a fact. Nipa e POP o Ghana no dodo na e Togo for it is a fair ye nuanam Ghana for years they are fine a very good thing. But I don't know how we live in a society here. Society na motim no. Nobody is serious say me call we had be fe na adwuma ye. Any ye jai ensa no adwuma no e de ma ahoho. Me ye so asema me kan winim. And the roofing sheet or kind no kre omon board dan so nyina e Nigeria for. O kan say Nigeria style. Enti Ghana for no ye nim carpenter for no munim dan so bo. And I rather than say quite and chance quite the board dan so no ye ko import free Nigeria e na deba. Bank at vocational and technical education. Because under the first administration of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, but she mukina aden aban mo ba mo nto aso. O de enfa say Ghana ni per certificate na kita. Fine, mo menye say a program, maybe degree program or whatever. And think I shall say you finish, then they give you practical training. Let me use Finland as an example that you have two forms of education in Finland. Enti me abela na do go for the buy also the it's a double track or whatever system. I thought that was the system I know deba. What the Finnish system of education does and they say u go school ube SS. That's how person we nurse. Ube spend 1.5 years in classroom, 1.5 years at the practical training to become a nurse. And you also have the second option now. And say secondary school now to the end and say what gains ube nurse na wako. And the advantage here and they say obia when you number we school you kita the same certificates SS. Now on year half in the classroom, half in the nursing, you know. Over nursing no jump because of practical experience, you know. Until we school now or once I do you more ye. My name is how I'm explaining some notes here. Opesa we nurse. And Kawura SS no. Uber SS no specify say be o me school make me we are me nurse and I'm a carpenter and I'm a mason. It is a 3-year course. Over spending 1.5 years in the classroom, 1.5 years of practical training. No. By next be 1 year niya, oko be a first semester, the next semester no a practical training. What's about back to school? The next semester, about a report about the crowd kusiana bonteno. The next one what's yako? In the 3 years in baby now kita double certificate, ukita SS certificate, SI kita practical school na opesa we na. Say nurse or say mason or say track driving or whatever. And that is the kind of the double track system. I thought to say AB and Canada they go for them edeba. But it ended up said that be a year no be no deba. Omo no meant something different. Enti ene ama insa no dwuma yera free society no. Enti say obi a organ bia no ko school ekoye doctor, ekoye lawyer. Ona bo keka me hu so yi lawyer for sinche. Ghana we are producing more lawyers than engineers. And I was shocked. Ghana seems to be one of the countries lawyers you produce in the society no. Omo ya be dawson. Achen engineers. Na my be na ultima sa mind the chiche no. Sa mind the my way of Ghana and they say na dey mind ko dey I'm sorry. My name is Sadao. Because we need to start to change all this kind of narrative. Nati me munini who said that be school no ko school we are ensa no dwuma and say odi dwuma na odi school ko akọ we. Enti enne minim ọkọ school ọkọ lawyer ọkọ engineer uwie na oba so ka tie kora so unim tu o ka engineer say unim ye okosi dan a mason ni obesi dan na o ye togoni de be POP ma wa o ye Burkina Faso se togoni se ne be bon chance Nigeria nti unia Ghana ni de eni sansa no dwuma ni bi ba mama ye hwe sa nyama ni nyina na sebe ye mpe ne poma pa nti ba bi nsi ye politicians in Mesramo, you need to come and solve all these kind of problems. Into honorable, and then my boy Abaso, the first time for the last 3 or 4 years, man who say, Sebi, what can't some who's a same way the that is why we sent you to parliament and you be near there. My bomb is mama tuche amount. The politicians, you need to start to speak this kind of language. Now, create a juma because we say Ghana maburu over 500,000 because your corporate security services mura. Meanwhile, Mason or obi obi security services in Biano Peso Sidai, Uncle Mason. Obi obi security service in Biano Beto car, owns how to fix cars. But in Ghana, moon create this kind of things as a job avenue. Okay, 500,000 mabari all right. I might say obi enroll in another form of job, maybe. As for be a security, maybe a security services to do the budget 2,000. But you could train you how to become a mechanic every month. Be a 500 cedis. Now that's okay to home for the next 6 months or 1 year. Now for create home. Why are we not doing this? I want us to think outside the box and get the Ghanaian model, not other African countries in Suya. Why it seems like we are not doing all these kind of things. But anyway, for our in the comment section, for our na yengurumu mtie ne mere matucha ama honorable Alexander Kwame na Afenyo Markin why are they honorable